Kiwi Tandoori Chicken Tikka. My name is Chef Harpal and I'm going to show you how to make a tandoori chicken with kiwi masala. Which means I'm using kiwi as part of the ingredients that go into marinating the chicken. Isn't it beautiful? Now this fruit has actually excited me, packed with nutrients, vitamin C, folic acid, so many things. So I thought let's get into some exotic cooking, and that too, something which excites people and something which can blend well with Indian food. And that's what I'm doing here, chicken tikka with kiwi fruit. First of all, what you need to do is take the chicken. I've got 4 boneless legs of chicken cut into small cubes. First marinade, and I always religiously do it. First marinade, chili paste, 1 teaspoon, green chili paste, juice of 1 lime, in goes juice of 1 lime, 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste, salt to taste. When you add all of this, you need to mix the first marinade well into the chicken. Starts smelling so good, You smell the green chili, the lime, superb. So this one sits here for 20 minutes, the first marinade. Next step, we need to cook the gram flour. Okay, 2 tablespoons of oil. To this, 1/4 teaspoon of carom seeds. Very important because I'm using gram flour. And that's what most people actually use. But some of them don't know this, It's very important to use gram flour. So gram flour gives a nice and nutty taste, and it also holds together the complete paste of kiwis and coriander, mint that I would make eventually. So first, cooking of gram flour on slow flame. So once the oil heats up, the carom seeds, ajwain, kind of gets cooked up, and then the gram flour in it. Now the carom seeds are heated up. Once they heat up, the beauty is you'll start smelling an aroma of carom seeds. And that's when you know that you need to add gram flour. So gram flour, 1 tablespoon of gram flour into this. Actually this, if I were to count, this is a little more than a tablespoon heap full of gram flour. Okay, so gram flour. At this point, reduce the flame. You don't want the gram flour to get burnt. And the moment you add in hot oil, you start smelling of the flour. The initial smell is something which is little bitter, but as it gets cooked, you'll start getting a nice nutty aroma. Now that's how you start reading ingredients. Now these are small tips and tricks which you must know while cooking. I'm here to teach you, so you don't worry about it. So now the flame is down, and I see this, that the gram flour is already getting brown. Close the flame up here. Doesn't take too much time. Nice smell. The oil and all the ingredients go into a glass bowl. Now while the gram flour is hot, at this point I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and mix it up well so that the turmeric also gets cooked well in the heat that is currently held by the oil and gram flour. Let it stay here. Next step, little bit steps but important. Coriander, grind together. Mint, 2 green chilies, 6-8 of peppercorns, kiwi fruit. Yes, that's the most important thing. So kiwi fruit, 2 of them into this. All of this gone in this. If at all you feel that it's difficult to grind this paste, you can add some yogurt to this. But this point, first let me grind this whole thing up. Look at this beautiful piece. Now, what I'm going to do is add this paste to the gram flour here. To this, add yogurt and this seasoning now. Seasoning, I've got salt to taste. Be careful while adding salt because you've added salt to the chicken already. So a little bit of salt. Black salt, yes. This is something which I use, 1/4 teaspoon of black salt. Garam masala, half teaspoon. Roasted cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon. All of them into this mixture. And look at this beautiful piece of work that's happening here. Either whisk the whole thing up or with the back of the spoon, break all the fat particles that you see which come from the yogurt, That's the most important. So now, to this beautiful mixture that I have, let's put the chicken. Superb. So as you marinate the chicken here, you see, the flesh suddenly brightens up, becomes nice and pink. And that's why I marinate twice. First marinate, and it changes with oil kebabs. Oh, this is beautiful. Superb. So you have the chicken, you have the kiwis, fresh coriander, garam masala, lime juice, all of them into the marinade. All you need to do is leave this for half an hour. And then we will skewer it in bamboo skewers, satay stick skewers, and put it in an oven. Those who have an oven can grill it in an oven, 180 degrees, not more than 8 to 10 minutes, okay? Turning once in between. In a professional tandoor, all you need to do is skewer in an iron skewer that you have and cook it in a tandoor. Again, will not take more than 5 to 6 minutes in hot tandoor. Tandoor is really hot. Those who don't have either of these options, no choice but to grill it in a pan. Simple, okay? So let this sit for half an hour first. Now, after about half an hour, what I'm doing here is brushing a tray which will go into the oven with oil. So some oil on the tray so that the chicken, Kiwi tandoori chicken tikkas don't kind of stick to this baking tray that I have here. And what next is satay sticks soaked in water. That's very, very important. When you kind of, want to barbecue things, put it in the oven. These bamboo skewers need to be soaked in water so that they don't get burned. And that's simple. Everybody does it. Now, the Kiwi marinated chicken gets skewered in here. Nice sweet and sour flavor is what I'm getting. You see that the masala also drips. That's the reason one, you need to marinate this for half an hour so that the entire spices and everything are kind of infused, and then kind of coat them with the marinade also. While I'm skewering this, I've already preheated the oven at 180 degrees for about 5 minutes so that the temperature does not drop. It's nice and hot inside the oven the moment you want to grill the chicken. That's very important. Preheating is very important when you're cooking chicken or cakes for that matter, or grilling. So, oh, beautiful. So you see the nice sweet flavor that I'm getting of kiwis. And here, since I've not cooked the kiwis, the flavor is sweeter. All the marinade coat on top. Ah, beautiful. So you have great chicken here, and this goes into the oven for about 8 minutes. If you think that it doesn't get cooked in 8 minutes, as the pieces are small that I've cut, then you can always cook it further for 2 minutes. But in between, you need to turn it. And you can apply the balance masala that you have, the marinade that you have. As you turn around, you can always apply the masala on top and then put it back into the oven. So this you can do about after 5 minutes of cooking, right? So let me wash my hands and then put this in the oven. Now I have set the oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. And then this goes in. So let this get cooked for about 5 minutes. Then I'll bring it out and coat it again with this marinade and put it back again so that you get a nice good flavor and the marinade is also not wasted. So around 5 minutes of cooking first, coat it and then put it back again. Maximum 8 minutes is what I believe the chicken should be cooked because the pieces are really small. After about 5 to 6 minutes of cooking, what I'm going to do is check the chicken and put the marinade on top again. So let's see this. Wow, look at this. This is looking nice. See all the moisture up there. Put a little bit of the marinade. Now, that's something which you need to live with this. The problem with oven is always that, the chicken will ooze out water at times if the oven is not hot enough. And this, I'm going to put it back again. Cook it further for 3 to 4 minutes, and then the chicken is ready. But the problem is, the moment you do it in a tandoor, you get nice smoky flavor, and the chicken gets, the outer layer of the chicken gets burnt a bit, and it's fantastic, absolutely beautiful. This, if you do it in a charcoal griller, it's still beautiful. But the moment you do it in an oven, what happens is the water sometimes oozes out. And especially if your marinade is, a little bit of watery, then the water oozes out. Nonetheless, in an oven, generally, this is what I've seen. And what people try to do is just to remove the moisture, they kind of cook the chicken again and again and more, so that the chicken, completely dries up. But let me share this with you, is that when you cook a chicken in an oven, at times you will feel in your house that the chicken has oozed out water. Don't bother too much. Let it get cooked for not more than 10 to 12 minutes. If the chicken is cooked, remove and enjoy the chicken, rather than bothering about the moisture and the water that has oozed out. That's very important. So this gets cooked for another 4 to 5 minutes. It's ready, and then we all get set go. That's it. Turn the chicken upside down so that you can apply the marinade again on the other side. And then chicken needs to go back into the oven. Now the chicken is done. About 10 minutes is what I've cooked. And there you see, hot, absolutely hot. Now the sides are kind of, all the marinades in the side is burnt, ready to go, this one. Now, all you need is pick this up, arrange, and little bit of sprinkle of chaat masala, very little sprinkle, some beetroot is what I've got here, little bit of beetroot, wow. Now this one is for all of you people, Kiwi Tandoori Chicken Tikka. And this one is for me to eat. Oof, hot, eh? Nice and tangy. The tanginess of the kiwi is all I'm feeling. Freshness of coriander, gram flour, everything combined together. Amazing.